Welcome back guys, Sly Bacon here. In today's video we're going to be looking at how to build your first province as the Empire. Now the Empire is the first faction that we come across that actually has 4 settlements within the very first province. It doesn't really change much because we can still only build up to level 3 on these 3 settlements here. Alright guys, so as always you need to make a decision on exactly which buildings you want to build in your main centre. Now for Aldorf there's actually 7 possibilities of what you could build here. So these are all the ones above level 3, so we've got the port line, the cavalry line, the artillery line, your armory, and your 2 different hero lines, plus your unique pottery line. I do like to build this line. I do like to build my port because of the research things you get from that. My cavalry line in Aldorf, my artillery line, my blacksmith and armory. I don't build these 2. Okay, so these 2 here, I tend to build my hero lines in here in this province, so I tend to capture this whole province and take that. So the thing we want to focus on at the start is actually getting Aldorf up to a decent level, and that's mainly because most of our high level troops are actually behind supplementary buildings. So as you can see, most of these are actually behind either this line or this line here, so we want to get both of these lines running. So that means we need to be at least level 4 to unlock enough spaces for us to actually do that. So that's our main focus to start off with, so let's head towards that path. Alright guys, so we've managed to take Grunberg, so the first thing we want to actually do is delete this off here because we no longer want it. Now we want to wait until we can get this up to level 1 because this starts with a growth generating building, so we want to keep that. And in here we want to actually build our barracks, so we need to get this one up fast, so that's actually a turn away before we can do that, and then another turn to actually build it. Okay guys, so Grunberg is now up to level 2, so we're going to upgrade our growth generating building, and we're going to be building our barracks in here. Yeah, that one there. We've already built our stables in Aldorf, so our main focus now is to capture these last 2 settlements, and in these just have growth generating buildings to start off with and get Aldorf up to level 4. And obviously upgrade everything else as it becomes available, mainly these 2, this one and this one. So getting those up. So ideally what we want to see in the next few turns is this up to level 4, Aldorf, this started being built, and this started being built, this up to here, and this up to here. That's basically our main focus, which gives us a real strong base from which to start with. Okay guys, so Aldorf is now up to level 3, so what we want to build now is our artillery. So get this started. We also want to obviously upgrade our last 2 buildings here. We want to jump over to Grunberg. We want to actually upgrade this to level 3 now. The reason we want to do that is because we want to get up to this point here. So, alright guys, now you can, if you like, you can actually go for the army first. So it's either one of these 2. It doesn't particularly matter which one, just depends on you and which way you want to go. I like to get my artillery out early. It's just a case of, do you want your handgunners or do you want your knights and your potentially going towards your great swords out a wee bit earlier. So whatever path you pick, that's the way you want to go. You do actually get halberds as well out of this, but I don't actually find them that useful early game. Alright guys, we managed to catch our last town in this province, which is Helmgart. It comes with a barracks. I've just destroyed it, and we're going to build here. We're going to build another growth building here because there's nothing particularly else we need. So of course, capturing the province, the biggest thing is being able to do the commandments. So we're going to go with the growth one again. If you're having issues with diplomacy or anything like that, pick the different ones that suits your needs for your campaign. So we're going to go this one here. Now over in Grunberg, we've leveled this up to level 3 now, and the main reason for that was for this here, obviously also for this here. So upgrade your infantry troops first, and then if you've still got the money to do it, upgrade this, which gives you cheaper cavalry units and more experienced cavalry units. So we'll be doing that. And now we're going to be getting Aldorf up to level 4, which is going to upgrade the armory for us. Alright guys, so now we've got Aldorf on its way up to level 4. Our next priority is getting either one of these settlements up to level 3. Now the reason we want to do that is we want to get this here, which unlocks our Right Guard Knights. So combine that with this, which is our cheaper cavalry units and more experienced cavalry units. That gives us real strong cavalry, and obviously being Right Guard pretty early on in the game. Alright guys, so Aldorf has finished leveling, so we're now up to level 4. So we're going to be building the blacksmith here. We're going to be upgrading our cavalry. Yeah, what else can we do? Nothing in that one there. So we're going to head over to our last settlement, and we're going to start to upgrade this one here as well. So the main reason we're doing this one, just up to level 2, is because we want the extra growth. Helmart, again, we're going up to level 3 because we want to unlock this here. On the way there, again, look, depending on your campaign, either build a garrison, a public order building, or more income. Well, I'm just building more income because I don't particularly need any of the other 2 at this point. Okay, so Helmgart has finished upgrading. So we're going to be building our Reichs fort now, and we're going to be upgrading both of our growth generating buildings here. And again, this slot here is kind of irrelevant. Just pick whatever one you particularly need out of these three. We kind of need the money. As you can see, we can't really afford it at the moment. And basically just upgrade everything else as money allows. This is actually going to be our very last settlement to upgrade to level 3 because we don't particularly need anything else in this region. Again, it's just going to be money, income, public order, whatever one we actually need at the time. Our main focus now is just to upgrade these, or these two in particular. So it's going to allow us one slot when we have the money available to us to either go down the pottery line, which we will do, or we can go down one of these hero lines if you so desire and then build the other one in the other province. Alright guys, so we've got Altdorf on its way to level 5. We've got our last upgrade available here, so as always, we're going to be knocking these buildings down. You can either keep them if you like, but I tend to knock them down because there's no point to have them anymore. And we also need to change our commandment as well. We're going to be changing it to income. Our income's pretty healthy at the moment, but it can always be better. Alright guys, so next turn, same decision in both centres. What do you particularly need? Do you need a garrison? Do you need public order? Do you need more income? Well, it's irrelevant here because we're already building it. So we either can go with a garrison or public order. So we're going to be going with a garrison. We'll usually be going with garrison in both. Alright guys, and once this is up to level 3, we're going to be going down public order. Simply because there's not a heck of a lot else we actually need. We could be going here basically for the +4 replenishment. But in case something happens within the region, having a buffer there for public order is always good. Right guys, so here we have it, our very last slot that we can build in Altdorf. So we are going to go down the pottery line. You can actually get this first if you want to. If you want that little bit of extra income and more trade opportunities earlier, you can definitely build this in here and then just delay everything by one turn. But I like to build it last. Pretty much by that stage, you probably don't even need it, but that's where it gets built for me. So we're just going to go down these lines and just upgrade the last of our buildings. As I said, the money's not really an issue at the moment, so there's not a heck of a lot for us to worry about. Of course, this is just this easy campaign, so it won't be like this when you're actually playing by yourself. So we're pretty much done with everything we can do. So we're pretty much fully built out in another 5 turns. So we're looking around turn 53. So somewhere in between 50 or 60, you should actually be fully built out within your main province, all going perfectly well. Alright guys, so that really brings us to the end of this video. Just my final thought for this video, and probably should be your first thought when you're looking at building, is which of these 4 do you particularly need? So these 4 are pretty interchangeable. You'll hear me say it throughout the videos, and all the videos are like this that I do. Are you being attacked a lot? No. Awesome. Are you having issues with public order? No. Awesome. Do you need more income at the moment? No. Awesome. Growth. Are you being attacked a lot? Yes. Build a garrison. Do you have issues with public order? Yes. Build whatever your public order building is. Do you have issues with income at the moment? Yes. Build this. And that's the order that I do them in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guardhouse, I build first, because if you're constantly being attacked and you're constantly losing that town and regaining it, your public order is going to be rubbish anyway. So you need to build this first and then look to the public order building second. If that's all secure, income. If income's not an issue, build your growth building. Pretty straightforward. I do that with every settlement. I do that with every town. That's my first decision thought, is going through which of these do I need in there first. And then you start to look at the rest of the stuff here. Awesome guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this video, hopefully you've learned something from it. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.